All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, check 2, 1, 2, check 1, 2, check 1, check 2, 1, check, check. Check 1, check 2, check 1, check 2.
Can you hear yourself?
Yeah. 1. Maybe cut just a little bit of the bass out. 2, 2, 1, check, 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 2. We'll try it there, Nate.
Alright, Brandon.
Check.
Check. Somebody just turned all the way up. Is your mic on?
Hear myself. I can hear myself.
You're not coming in the monitors in front.
Check 2.
Now you are.
Hey! Check 1, check 2.
Keep going.
Hey, 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 hey!
Now you're good.
See you too. Looks like everybody's sleeping. Look closely, the dead end sleep. Want to sit you in your armchair, deep back in the bowels of my mind. I want to sit you in the candles light, where I've been spending all of my time. Oh, that's me. Drinking off this bottle is a drinking off of me, and that's me. Sitting here staring and shaking like a leaf, oh, that's me. Leaning on the shovel in this graveyard of dreams, oh, that's me. Leaning on the shovel in this graveyard of dreams, yeah, that's me. Leaning on the shovel in this graveyard of dreams, oh, that's me. Leaning on the shovel in this graveyard of dreams, yeah, that's me. Leaning on the shovel in this graveyard of dreams.
Alright, well, let's get right to it. Are you guys from Zanesville?
I'm from Marion, Ohio. I live in Ashland.
And then Jordan had to quit because of his kid and stuff, and then Pockets joined, and then not too long after that he joined, and then he joined. Here we are.
So you two were kind of like your starting blocks, and then you found everyone, eventually finally came together.
Yeah, 2 years, 3 years.
3 years. Where'd the name come from?
No idea. You probably don't even want to know.
Well, if you want to know the real story, I don't know if you can print this.
We can find out.
Well, it was just kind of a fluke. Our friend Bo, at the time, Brandon used to have these real long, like gnarly blonde dreadlocks, and I've got long hair, and I have this like crazy like patchwork hat, and people think I'm homeless or something. time I was smoking a lot of cigars. So everywhere I went, I had this hat on and my hair down, and a cigar hanging out of my mouth. And then Brandon just, you know, being Brandon with these big ass dreads. And we walk into a party and this guy's like, "You guys are nothing but a couple old dirty strangers." At the time, we just.
So basically, a guy told you guys you looked like old dirty strangers, and that's what it happened.
Yeah, there it was.
So they asked me to
You
join.
met these two at a house party?
Yeah, these two.
Just by random chance, you guys ran into each other.
Well, we
Yeah.
had a circle of friends, you know.
Mhm.
The eight-legged cat family reunion. That's literally what it was. Eight-legged cat family, right?
Yeah, Haley, yeah.
And we opened for these guys in Newark, Ohio. And I sat in for a couple tunes, and we got along well. And I'd known these guys from the music scene.
For the moment, our original drummer backed out.
They needed a fill-in drummer,
Yep.
and that was that.
Well, our
My very
previous
first
drummer
show.
wanted to be done by like 11 p.m. every night.
Right.
Was with 2 days.
But every time one
Yeah,
of these
my very
guys.
first show with ODS was on 1 or 2 days of
It
practice.
was 2 nights at open mic.
That's it.
It was 2
And it
nights
was
at
just
open mic,
me
and we switched
winging
it
it.
down there.
But each time one of these guys joined us, it was just like the missing link, and it just worked, and ever since. And we've got another guy that plays horns with us, kind of a similar deal. His name's Jarek. I don't know, Jarek something or other.
Jared Cummings.
Jarek Cummings. He's out of also out of Ashland or Marion, right?
Yeah, Mary.
What was that percussionist? Thomas?
Thomas Warner.
That ODS band will have our available merch for sale, a link to all of our videos on YouTube and so on and so forth.
Alright. You see it?
Beat, and they'll put backgrounds to it, and poof, a song is born.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
The songs that have been written, I mean, Brandon, myself, or Mark will, we'll come up with the chord structure and the lyrics, and then Nate and Pockets just kind of do their shit. So, I've been playing for, what was that, Mark, 16 years?
15, 16.
But I was a percussionist first, and I've been playing percussion for as long as I can remember. I don't do a lot of it now, but I'm hoping to get back into that.
But, let's see, well, I was in the school bands when I started in 5th grade playing learning how to play trumpet, and I was in the bands through high school, and then I think my early 20s, I bought my first piano for $25, which was a pretty good story because it was a nice old upright, and it was in a fire, and it was completely charred black on one end, and all the keys were great, but it still played.
Still works?
$25, it was mine, and I used to have it in a cabin out in the woods in Vermont, and it was a good time. But I went.
First drum set when I was 13 years old.
Screening.
I listened to a lot of Rush when I was growing up, and if you get into Rush, you're going to become a drummer, in my opinion. Of course, I did. Neil Peart. So, yeah, first drum set at 13, and I never stopped.
Well, I was classically trained to play viola in 5th grade. And then in like 2000, I picked up guitar and taught myself how to play that. And then about 2 years after that, I started joining bands, and I never had a bass player, so I picked up the bass.